Hey, what is up? So for this video, I actually wanted to break down another teaser for the upcoming 6th and final season of Better Call Saul. This teaser actually came out yesterday and featured Gus Fring, which looks like returning home from work following a shift at Los Pollos Hermanos, which we can clearly see by his attire. He's wearing his Los Pollos Hermanos signature yellow shirt and tie, which he always wears. In this scene, we can see Gus walk inside his house, and the big kicker here in this teaser is we really see Gus Fring's demeanor change. We can really see him sort of initially, before he enters his home, sort of have this more, overly jovial sort of demeanor, which he absolutely portrays when he works at Los Pollos Hermanos. But then this is then starkly contrasted with his total shift in demeanor to his much more serious, stern, calculating, even menacing, if you will, cartel demeanor when he returns inside of his home. So before we get into too many more specific details about this scene, it should just be noted that this teaser also confirmed the April 18th release date, where we can see by the 418 house numbers, which denote Gus Fring's address. And interestingly, these numbers were actually changed here in this teaser because, as we all know from the very first scene that we ever see of Gus Fring's house in Breaking Bad, his house numbers were actually 1213. But of course, this teaser is just that, a teaser, and was clearly made to denote the release date of the upcoming 6th season of Better Call Saul. So yeah, with that being said, I think just like the first teaser that was released of the Salamanca twins, I think this teaser again is just a teaser. And while this is not a direct scene from an exact episode of season 6 of Better Call Saul, I definitely think we are going to see a scene of this nature with Gus Fring returning home from work. And this is actually pretty interesting because, as I actually discussed about very coincidentally a couple days ago in a video I made about Gus Fring leading into season 6 of Better Call Saul, we've actually only seen the interior of Gus Fring's house 3 times in the plot of Better Call Saul or the plot of Breaking Bad. Twice in Breaking Bad and once in Better Call Saul. You can go back and watch that video if you want. But actually, interestingly, how this new teaser kind of relates to that video I made kind of makes me think that while I initially thought the potential plot hole of Gus Fring's children was just going to be overlooked by the creators of Better Call Saul, I now wonder if they actually may address this one piece of throwaway dialogue that I discussed in a previous video. Because again, we've never seen Gus Fring alone in his home, so it'll be really interesting to see what sort of concept and what is the premise of the scene that we see here of Gus Fring in season 6 of Better Call Saul. Additionally, on top of this, what I really find interesting about the scene and really makes me think about leading into next season is the whole shift in demeanor, which I discussed earlier in this video, that really stands out to me in regards to the character of Gus Fring. Because as we all know, Gus Fring is just unbelievable at sort of the shifting exterior of his personality between the more charismatic, outwardly genial personality that he displays whenever he works at Los Pollos Hermanos, and the sort of ruthless killer that he was over the course of Breaking Bad with the cartel, and as we also see over the course of the plot of Better Call Saul. So I'm going to be really interested to see the sort of personal side of Gus Fring when he's alone at home. This is actually a really interesting part of the plot of Better Call Saul that we've never seen before. We've never seen Gus Fring home alone at his home outside of Los Pollos Hermanos, and we maybe get to see who this true character Gus Fring is. So yeah, pretty awesome teaser here. Again, I also wonder if this scene inside of Gus Fring's house will maybe shed more light into the sort of all-consuming reason for being revenge against the cartel due to the fact that they killed his business partner, Max Arciniega. I really wonder if we're going to get any more light shed on this during this scene inside Gus Fring's house. But again, at the end of the day, we're just going to have to wait for the premiere of season 6 of Better Call Saul to fully see. Alright, that's all I really got. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. A lot of information is going to be coming out between now and the premiere of season 6 of Better Call Saul, and I definitely want to make as many videos as possible and talk about as much as I can leading into next season. Again, it's going to be hard to talk about every single thing that comes out because there's just going to be clearly so many things that come out before next season. But I guess following not really making any videos leading into season 5 of Better Call Saul or during season 5 of Better Call Saul, I guess I'm just sort of making up for lost time, if you will. So anyway, yeah, that's all I really got. If you watch these videos all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. As always, my name is Anton Jackson. Thank you again for watching.